So much.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. I bless the Lord.
Okay, you tell us you're the C ministry. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it means I'm into ministry full time.
Mm-hmm.
I do nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
It's only ministry.
Mm.
Yeah,
How did you receive this call? I'm curious.
I was called when I got saved. I got born again.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I was serving God faithfully, God spoke to me.
Yes.
That He has called me in the ministry, and that is when I hearkened into the voice of the Lord. I told God I was a businessman, and I told God now it's okay. I will be preaching and I do my business. But God told me no. I've called you into a full-time ministry.
Okay.
Then it was very hard. I tried my best. The business I had, because I didn't want to hear the voice of God, it went down. Everything went down. I had a hotel, a butchery, and other businesses. I used to be a supplier. Everything went down. I became zero. Then I told God, now I've had it. I want to do the ministry. And I began the ministry from zero. And God has been so good to me. So far, I can say I cannot regret leaving everything for the Lord.
Awesome.
Yes.
10 years and here you are.
10 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Preaching and talking to us about a very sensitive topic. Based on statistics, at least most men
Yes.
have engaged in masturbation in the course of their lifetime. Whether they're still doing it or whether they stopped, it's a fact that they are doing it. And women too, really. As far as you are concerned, what is your experience with this issue?
My experience was not that good because entering into masturbation is very easy. It's very easy. But coming out of it is not easy.
First of all, what is masturbation in your own terms?
Okay, masturbation is okay. It's a very sensitive thing, but we have to talk about it.
Yes.
Because somebody needs to be helped somewhere.
Yeah.
Masturbation is somebody you're trying to satisfy yourself by yourself,
Okay.
with nobody else. You yourself trying to satisfy yourself. Yeah.
So whichever way you get there, as far as you get the satisfaction alone.
Yes, alone.
Sexual satisfaction.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell us your story.
Yes, for me, I was not born when I was born again. I was into the world, and I was exposed so much in a young age. And for me, knowing what is masturbation, I knew it when I was very, very young. At primary school, I was 12 years.
Did you even know it was masturbation?
I didn't know.
But you did it.
I didn't know. You know what happened? I had a friend, and a friend told me that there's something I want to show you. Then we went somewhere. Okay. There were 3 of us. I remember very well. I was 12 years. Then when we went there, he told me I've grown, and I'm a big person.
Okay.
Let me show you something. Then he did something. I said, what is this? I've never seen such a thing like that. When he did it, because I was young, and as a young person, you want to know everything.
Yes.
They said, okay, let me try it. Also, I want to prove also I've grown, and I'm just I'm a grown person. Then I tried it first time. It was 12 years. I did it, and as I began, it was just like a joke. But the more I entered into it, it became addictive.
So the experience was good.
It was when I was beginning. I did not know it is something bad, but it was good.
Okay, you just did.
Yes, I did it.
Yes.
And it took me a lot of years, more than 10 years.
Oh.
Being from 12 years, it was more than 10 years because I came to leave it when I was like 21 years. But I did it. I could not sleep without doing it. It was like a medicine for me. Yeah, it is not easy. Coming out of it is not easy. Yeah.
And now, as you talk about this 10-year span where you struggled with masturbation, so to speak, when did you get born again?
I got born again when I was 19. 19 years. Then when I got born again, and I was also, because of that, I was exposed into sexual world at a young age also, 15 years. Then when I was in that, when I got born again, okay, I was into everything, into women and everything. Then when I got born again, I said, okay, now what I will do, I will not look for any woman.
Fornicate.
Yes, I'll be satisfying myself because I'm told that you're not supposed to do that because you're born again.
Yes.
As a young man, I said, okay, I'll not do it. But this one, I'll be just satisfying myself. Then I'll be helping God not to enter into sexual sin. But I did not know that masturbation is also sexual sin.
As you say that, because really it's one of the things that young people are told to do. So you don't fornicate, don't commit adultery, but you can satisfy yourself, and that seems better. What other sins or what other misconceptions have people been told concerning this issue of masturbation?
They have never known. Masturbation is so demonic. And it's the biggest door to demonic world, if you don't know.
Okay.
Masturbation can damage somebody. It is so demonic. It doesn't matter how many people are saying you can do that, and it's not bad because they say this is it's healthy.
Yes.
But let me tell you, it is biggest door to demonic world. And I know many people, even in the church, even in the praise and worship, even ministers, they're struggling with that. And it is the biggest door to demonic world. God called me a long time ago, but masturbation could not allow me to begin a ministry at that age. Because I was into that, and that one, it was holding back my ministry until the day God spoke to me through the book of Judges, chapter 10, verse 10, chapter 6, verse 10. God told me that I called you out of Egypt, and I told you don't do the things that these people are doing, and we are still doing it. Then when God spoke to me with that scripture, it was a dream. When I woke up in the morning, I asked God, what am I doing? And the Spirit of God talked to me and told me that because of masturbation, you cannot be effective in the work I'm calling you to do. Then I asked God, if masturbation is something, okay, I used to ask myself, is it good or bad? You know, many people are struggling with that
question.
Many
people are asking that question.
Is it good or bad?
Yeah.
Then I asked myself a question. Can I go to the church and testify? Yesterday night, I had masturbation. I said no.
Why?
Because it is not something good.
Yeah.
Now I say, okay, if I cannot testify before people that I did this, then it's not godly. And I told God, now, God, please help me. I want to break this thing. And I create that hatred into masturbation. And I broke it when I was just 19. Then at 20, after breaking it, then I took some time and got married. Yeah, somebody can advise you that to break masturbation, you need to get a partner.
Yes.
But I've been in a radio, I've been in Truth FM, and I gave out my number. Many people came out, even they are married. They are doing whatever they're doing as married people, and they're still doing masturbation. Masturbation is something bad because it can damage you and it can remove everything. You cannot even have pleasure in your marriage. And many people have gone through that. They don't have pleasure in their marriages. They feel like men are not satisfying them or women are not satisfying them. Then they have to do that masturbation.
Because there's a particular way they're used to satisfying.
Okay, masturbation, let me just define it. Is you do this, you have to connect yourself with a man maybe you are crashing with or with a woman you're crashing with. Then when you do masturbation, you have to collect yourself together thinking you're with this man. Then you go and look for this man in the spiritual world. People are spirit. Now when you go to the spiritual world, you look for this man, and the man is not there physically to be with you, the devil enters there. Because the devil always took advantage when things of God is not there. Then when you bring this man on the picture, or this woman on the picture, the devil will take over. And when the devil takes over, then that's how he will enter. He will enter you, and he will destroy your ministry. He will destroy your life, your finances, your marriage, and everything. Masturbation is so destructive. It can destroy marriage, finances. It can cripple ministry, especially singers. You can be crippled. Preachers, you can be crippled. You cannot be spiritual when you are still relating with that spirit.
Okay. Before we get to the point where you broke it, did you share this issue with anyone?
I was so much afraid, as many people, young men, even those people in marriage, they're so much afraid to share. But for me, I speak it in our church, and because of that, many people have come out and they have been helped. There are many people, they think it is something shameful as a lady going to a pastor, telling a pastor I'm into masturbation, a man, like that. It is very shameful. And at that time, okay, when I got saved, their phones were not there.
Yeah.
I used to write letters to preachers, big preachers, asking them about what is masturbation. Is it good or bad?
Oh,
Yeah.
you were seeking help.
Yes, I was seeking help. But I could not bring it open to my pastor. I thought maybe he will judge me. And at that time, I wanted to walk with God. He will judge me, or he can send me away from the church. I said, no, let me just not speak to my pastor. I will just send letters. I used to send letters to other preachers, but no response. But one day when God spoke to me, God saw that I want to be helped.
Change, yes.
Because when I came out of it, that's the only thing I remained with. Because I left everything. I was into the world so much, and I left everything together. But when I came out of that, I remained with masturbation.
Yes.
And I was comforting myself, okay, because I can, if I don't masturbate, I may end up in fornication. I say, let me just be doing this in a silent, but it was so damaging. When I'm stressed up a little bit, I do it. Then I used to say, like many people today, when they do it, when they feel it's bad, you promise yourself, I'm doing it for the last time. I will never repeat again. You do it again. I'm doing this is the last time. Until you tell God, God, if I do it again, just kill me. It's like you're trying, but you cannot come out of it. I used to do that. I tell God, now this is the last time. I'm a worse person. I'm doing it for the last time. And this, please, God, please forgive me. You ask for forgiveness, you do it again. You ask for forgiveness, you do it again.
Okay. How did you break the habit?
The habit, when God spoke to me through that word, because nobody's preached this.
Yeah.
You know, we have a advance in preaching. There's things that will not be preached in the church. Because at that time when we were saved, there's things you could not even the pastor will not touch it. This one is, this one, no. But at that time, nobody could preach like that. To preach like masturbation is bad, sexual sin is bad. Now, when I asked God about it, when God spoke to me through that Judges chapter 6 verse 10, then I woke up in the morning and I asked God, okay, what are you speaking about? You know, when God told me it's about masturbation, then I asked myself a question, is this, what I'm doing, is it right or bad? Then when I realized it's very bad, I create that spirit of hating it. After hating it, I prayed against it, and I broke it. Okay, I've been into a lot of addictions. I was walking from one addiction to another addiction.
What are the other addictions as we wind up?
Porn, chatting, a lot of things. Sexual sin. I was walking from one to another. But when I entered into this one is the biggest one. Masturbation is the biggest one. It is the biggest one, believe me. If you have never tried it, don't try it.
Yeah.
If you are into it, you need to be helped. You need to be helped so that you can come out of it. Now, when I woke up in the morning, I asked God, is whatever I'm doing, is it right or not? Then when God spoke to me, I began praying about it. And I create that spirit of hating it. And I prayed for myself because I had nobody to talk to. And I broke it before I married. Because many people think if you marry, it will go away. That one cannot go away. It will never go away. Because it's a very bad habit. And it is something which the devil is doing to try and encounter what God has created. God has created for a woman and a man to have pleasure. But now the devil is using this to bring something which will contradict the plan of God.
What is the plan of God for sexuality?
The plan of God is for somebody to get married, then you enjoy yourself. That is the plan of God.
With your partner.
Only your partner. That is the plan of God.
Yes.
You're married, this is your partner, you're free with the person, that is the plan of God. And that is it has a blessing. It is a blessing.
Yes.
But this one, it brings a curse. It opens the door to demonic world. That the plan of God is somebody get married, enjoy your partner. That's the plan of God.
So after you hated it and you prayed about it and you said, I want to end this thing because it's not pleasing the Lord. After that, did you fall back into it, or it was instant cutting off?
Okay, when I got saved, I broke everything the same day because I wanted to know God so much.
Yes.
And I had this feeling, or I had a fear of God in me. Okay, this thing, what made me to do it for like 10 years, I thought maybe it's not sin. But when I realized it is sin and God has spoke to me, I wake up it was midnight, I remember. I was trembling like I was just trembling because God, you spoke to me through your word. It was a voice. And he told me, go and read this scripture. Then when I woke up in the morning, and when I realized the sin, then I decided to break it. And from that desiring, and also the fear of God in me, I broke it the same day. It has never been something, any problem to me. Any problem. Even if, at that time I was not married.
Yes.
I broke it up before I got married. Then I got married. It has never happened again. Because I decided to come out of it.
I like what you have said because the aspect of clarity is very important. Just being sure that this thing I'm walking away from is sin. It's not pleasing before God.
Yes,
it's not encouraging holiness in my life.
Yes.
I think that's a very important point. Now, we want you to speak to somebody watching us this morning, a lady or a man, and they're at that place where they're wondering, is this right? Is this wrong? How do I go about breaking free?
Okay, I am apostle, and the apostle has to speak the truth.
Yes, please.
Being a servant of God, let me tell you as it is. Yeah, this is how it is. Masturbation is demonic. It is satanic. And look at somebody who is involving yourself in masturbation. You get a lot of stagnation in your life, in your ministry, in your finances, in your love of God. It brings a lot of stagnations, and it can hinder your ministry. It can hinder you not to move. Masturbation has no benefit. It has no benefit. You cannot benefit from masturbation because it brings a lot of damages more than benefit. Many people, they think about whatever you do at this few seconds, but you don't know what you're doing. You are opening a door to demonic world. You are inviting demons into your life. They will come, and the Bible says in the book of John chapter 10 verse 10 that the thief comes only to steal, to kill, and destroy. Now when we invite the devil, then three things you find in your life: he will steal, he will kill, and he will destroy. When you look at it, you will find that in your life. You find financially you're struggling, in your ministry you're struggling, in your marriage you're struggling in every area, especially spiritual. You cannot grow because you are fellowshipping with a demon and also with God. You cannot fellowship with a demon and also fellowship with God. Masturbation is fellowshipping. Okay, sex is all about fellowshipping. You're fellowshipping with your partner. But now you're fellowshipping with your partner and also you're fellowshipping with a demon. Then a demon will steal from you. Your partner will bring a blessing. Now, blessing will be coming through your partner. Another side, you're opening doors for demons to steal. Then you will struggle. You will just train in life. You will not move forward. Because that one, God called me a long time ago, but I could not begin my ministry. Because at that time, I was struggling with the masturbation. And then I broke that. Then God told me now, it's the right time, begin the